Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sydney Cricket Ground for the KFC 2020 International between Australia and New Zealand. Our commentators upstairs will show you both the teams. We joined James Brayshaw, Adam Gilchrist and Mark Taylor.
Thank you, Mark, Michael and Ian down on the field there. It's a great sight, that, looking back towards the city. The good news is, as the boys just mentioned down there, it's not raining. And we've had a little bit of showers throughout the day's play, but it certainly has broken up a little bit. So fingers crossed that we get 40 overs of good fun here to finish off a great season. Here's James Franklin. And Warner straight to short fine leg, and Haddin scampers through for the first run of the game. So Brad Haddin's alive and well and ready to go.
We've got a couple of gunslingers at the crease too. Brad Haddin has shown in the last month that he's more than capable at the top of the order, and Dave Warner spoke about just a moment ago, tore the thing to shreds at the start of the 2020 summer. And then Hussey, Ferguson's shown a bit, Bogus, Cam White, Enriques, haven't seen much of him, so really looking forward to seeing what that top order Gilly can do tonight.
Good shot. There's Brad Haddin at his best. He's in good form. Outfield's a little slow, but it still gets there.
Never a massive flourish from Brad Haddin. He just gets his hands in the middle of the bat through the ball. A little bit of room. He had exactly the length he wanted.
Iain O'Brien brought into the attack. It's a lovely shot. That was just guided by Warner. No great flourish there or a great slog. That's just an authentic cricket shot.
Not a great ball either. Halfway down on leg stump with fine leg up, generally finds the pill ending up on the other side of the padded stuff. But it was a nice shot, and that's what he's got to do. Just relax and bat the way he can.
Yeah, you're always keen to just get one away early, and you welcome that sort of delivery straight right at the top of your innings.
And now through the offside. No, knocked down. Well done there, Neil Bream. Well, that's 4. The Australian stand-in captain doesn't even move after that one.
There's a split second in time when you and only you know in the whole world whether you absolutely smoked it out of the middle, and Brad Haddin knew as soon as that ball left his bat. Over-pitching from O'Brien. He dragged down a couple of balls before, overcompensates, and Haddin smashes it back down the ground.
Oh, look at that. That follows Haddin earlier in the over. Dave Warner's away.
It's a bat off. Believe it or not, Brayshaw, I was trying my best while I was noodling away, but I wasn't producing anything like this from Warner. Not down the bottom. Beautiful shot, so well balanced. Nearly takes out his batting partner. I like this. I like him standing still. No premeditated movement. Clear head. Watch him go.
Down the ground again. Boy, hits the ball hard. Really hard. Mid-off didn't have far to move there, had no chance.
It's actually very wide, Dan Vettori. We've got a great view from the commentary position. He has snuck very wide for a right-arm over bowler, bowling to a left-handed batsman. And Dave Warner didn't even need the gap to be that big. It was a half volley, and he punished it.
Across the seam delivery there from Tim Southey, trying to take the pace off it. Scrambled seam. Didn't make too much difference.
Now the single. And already those fieldsmen who are up inside the circle are all staying on the circle. They're not hunting the one anymore. They're giving up the single to try and save boundaries.
Well, there's every chance you could pretty much play tip and run if you wanted to, but the way these guys are thinking, there's so much intent. They both have this power game that I don't think they're content with dropping it at their feet and hitting ones. They're going through or over the infield.
Oh, he's got him, has he? Oh, well done. Tim Southey, good catch. Never easy in your follow-through. To stop, have the presence of mind to first parry in the air and then to remain calm and grab the ball. Good catch.
Brad Haddin wheeled straight around and had a look at Paul Rifle and said, well, am I going to get a call? Because he thought it was a no ball above hip height. He didn't get the call. That's the end of Brad Haddin, and the first wicket down, 1 for 34.
Oh, and he goes again, and it finds the boundary again. this time off the back foot. He's got all the shots.
Again, the length of the ball led to the shot. I'm not sure that the New Zealand skipper would be overly happy with O'Brien landing it halfway down, especially in the early overs when you can only have 2 outside the circle. And that was ready to go, and it went.
Interested to find out what the New Zealand captain thinks of their bowling so far. Might go down to him in just a moment. We've got rid of Brad Haddin, caught and bowled, but you've got to get rid of Dave Warner yet, Daniel.
Yeah, it's great when a plan comes off, doesn't it, to get rid of the opposition skipper, big full toss. I think with Warner, when we hit the right areas, it's tough for him to score when we get a bit straight to him. It obviously plays into his arc, so just finish chastising Iain O'Brien about his first ball, and hopefully we get the right result from here.
So what's the plan, mate? Where do you got to bowl to him? Up?
1 sec.
You've got him. Oh, there's the plan. Up, to mid-off, and straight back to you. You're a genius. Oh, he's not going to talk to us. What a shame.
No, I'm still here.
Dan, chance to give yourself a rap, mate. How good was that?
Yeah. It's about finally put it in the right spot. Yeah.
I think you finally got your field right.
Yeah. That hurt a little.
Well done. You've got rid of David Warner, the danger man, out for 23.
Yeah,
2 for 38.
With the Chapel Hadley, and that one is hit beautifully through the offside. And Ferguson opens his account with a boundary.
He opens his blade to get the boundary. This is an area that Callum Ferguson will quickly get a reputation. He is superb, square of the wicket on the offside. He lets the ball come to him, and he really knows what he's doing with that stroke. Great natural hands. Almost like he's played a lot of squash or hockey.
And bowls in. Butler gets one through the defences of Ferguson. It's wickets that are going to count for the Black Caps here. There's another one.
Class bowling that was. Butler's looked pretty good. He's one of the players making his debut. There are 6 in the game making their debut tonight, basking off this excited crowd here. Just 8 for Ferguson. It's 3 for 52.
Oh, swung away beautifully. There's a boundary that'll calm the nerves of that young man.
Adam Voges is a fine all-round cricketer. Heard Slats mentioning that he'll bowl some left-arm orthodox later on in the night, but with a bat in hand, he's versatile. He can get all parts of the ground covered, just straying slightly too far towards leg there, Butler, but Voges is good enough to whip it away.
Oh, it's a lovely shot. The ball was full, and it's going to get to the rope. Nice piece of batting. Turned it into a full toss. It may have been one anyway, and picked a vacant part of the ground.
Well, I was just about to say that one thing that the Kiwi bowlers have done well when they're under pressure is bowl Yorkers. I think that was another attempted Yorker there from Iain O'Brien. But Voges did well.
Swung away, all the way. That's the first 6 of the innings, and it's a big one.
And I need a few more, the Aussies. That sort of shot, that sort of result. 100's now brought up in the 15th over. This is the 50 partnership between these two. Only off 45 balls, so now they've got something going. 2 and then this, a maximum.
But it was very cleanly hit. Love seeing that white ball travel through the night. That's close. That's really close. That's out.
Clever bowling from Elliott. Over pitching, dispatched it over the fence, but comes in. Great courage. We saw this slower ball that he used in the one-day series, but great courage to come in there after being dispatched for 6. Picks up Adam Voges for 26. Australia 4 for 104.
Oh, yeah. Slower ball again. White's off the mark with a single. 11 and a wicket from that over. 4 for 105. And Cameron White's just at the crease. Vice captain for tonight's game. Change in commentary. Ian Healy's moved in. Michael Slater's with him. And the first voice you'll hear is that of Mark Nichols.
That is clever. A slower ball that might have just held its line. No question. Easy one for Paul Rifle.
Oh!
We've seen a vastly improved performance from a number of the Black Cap players, but Grant Elliott has shone through all the one-day cricket. Has taken responsibility, really reveling in his position in this side. This is quite a tough battle now for the 150. Brad Haddin said he thought 160 was par. 150 is hard work for the Aussies.
Well, the good thing, Hussey's going now, 32 from 33, can even pick up that pace more. And Cameron White is a hitter, a big hitter. So if he can get himself going, I think they can get there.
And he hasn't got himself going at times where he's come in with a lot to do. I've lost early wickets in the one-dayers, and he's been a bit muddled in his thinking and his stroke play. But now he's got 4.2 overs to go for it. We should see the best of him.
I haven't really seen him hit big for a bit. People have bowled very well at him. Like anybody who goes big, he just needs a few balls to get in. Strike rates are good overall for the Australians. David Hussey's just under the 100 mark. Callum Ferguson was 88. All the others above 100. Oh. Saw you coming.
It might have been, aren't you coming? He was thinking one way. Hussey didn't deliver. Stop, start again.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. That wasn't easy off that length of ball. David Hussey looks the goods. It's 4 for 114. 3 good overs to start with from Ian Butler. Excellent Yorker picked up the wicket of Callum Ferguson. This nice little momentum here for the Australians. Hussey definitely benefiting from the confidence he got with his match-winning innings in Adelaide.
Hussey can really go now. He can just blast his way to anything, maybe even destruction. And then White can pick up if Hussey has to exit. And then Henriquez, Hopes and Siddle after that.
Good series.
Was up there with Greggy talking about underbelly. That was full on. We're into the 17th over. 4 for 118. Brad Haddin told us 160 was par in his view. He might just have overrated par.
They can still get there. Cameron White, he's the secret. Hussey's going. We've all seen him. When he gets going, you cannot stop him. And this ground's not big enough, but he's just got to get that first one away. He hasn't hit a boundary yet.
Cam, have you got us? Cameron?
Mark,
Cam White, have you got us?
Yeah, I have. How you doing?
Good, mate. Listen, how's that pitch? Is the ball sticking in a bit, a little harder to play strokes than we thought?
Maybe if you bowl it back of a length, but they're bowling quite full at the moment, so it's a bit hard to tell.
Brad Haddin said 160 is par. What do you think?
If we can get there, that'll be pretty good, but hopefully Dave can smack this one.
You think it's better than par, 160?
I reckon that's about par, I think, yeah.
Whitey, just a quick one, mate. I keep saying what a big hitter you are, and that once you get that first 6 away, you'll be right. Are you thinking 6?
I'm thinking 6 now, yeah, but yeah, it's the first one that always seems to trouble me, yeah, so that's hopefully I can get this one away and be away.
All right, we'll let you concentrate on it.
Try my best.
Outside, Cam, you did it, mate, you did it.
Two, good steal.
So I think you helped him out there, Hills. Not distracting for him, is it?
Lucky he's at the non-strikers end. He'll have no clue at the moment.
He's right.
Hills has told me about 5 things to do. And he couldn't bat himself.
Well, you only thought one thing, cut shot.
That's it.
This ought to be caught. it is caught. Neil Broom, very safe pair of hands. David Hussey going for his favourite stroke, the one over mid-off or extra cover. And Vettori the winner once more. He is a master of his art, is Daniel Vettori.
And David Hussey had a bit of everything. He had to get the innings back on track and then start to accelerate. 5 for 128.
Oh, dear me, that's a very difficult catch. Too difficult for anybody, I think. A couple of Kiwis running backwards. Tim Southey and one other. Neil Broom, I reckon.
How high did it go?
Nearly went for 6 down a third man.
Oh, I think they've run 5. It went that high. There was no way that was going to be taken.
This is how big a hitter he is. Even his miss hits are carrying much further than even the fielders think. And then it turned into Cirque du Soleil. Down the Neil Broom is catapulting down there.
Oh, that's big. That is big. Is it big enough? No, it isn't. No, it's not big enough. It's a terrific catch. Daniel Vettori is having another one of those nights. Really calm under pressure was Vettori. White has to go.
Outstanding entertainment into the stratosphere, but not out of the ground. 6 for 135.
There's an outside edge and will land short of third man.
He's on strike now, so he's got 7 that he's in for. 8 balls to go when he came in. Hopes is 5 from 5, and White launches this. This was looking as if it was over the Victor Trumper stand, and then drops out of the sky straight to Vettori, who settles. He's got a lot of noise behind him, takes it. Not totally convincing, but he's pretty happy about catching it rather than dropping it.
What about the control of Vettori? He really had plenty of time to think about that one. It was swirling and he caught it beautifully. Appreciation from all his fellow teammates. Another good Yorker there. O'Brien will finish his 4 overs. 2 for 34 his figures, and Australia 6 for 137, 1 over to go. But now we're into the final over. And that one's so high. Great work by McCullum. They caught at the end. Is it going to be run out? It should be. And is. Comedy of errors. A no ball as well, because the full toss was above the waist of the batsman, the facing batsman. But that doesn't matter. You can still be run out, and it's the man making his debut.
Henriques is gone, but what about the right shoulder of McCullum? Under pressure, the adrenaline pumping last over of the 2020. He pulls off the save of the summer. It's a top edge from a high full toss, and McCullum creates a run out. 7 for 138.
Peter Siddle also debuting in this international 2020. The first one for Australia. Pressure's on.
Well, did Hope's call the run out? It created some confusion, that's for sure. I think Hope's thought it had gone past Brendon McCullum, but what a save. That's high. No ball. Look at that for a save. Quick underarm flick back. Lucky that Southey was on the ball, and Henriques run out for 1.
Henriques watched the ball, didn't he? Saw that it went straight to McCullum, who'd taken beautiful. Well, he stopped it and then got that flick away. Brilliance by the keeper.
Well, saved 4.
And Southey now, he's flying in, he's looking for variation. He'll slow them down. That's the quicker one at 132.7. It's so hard to come out and find the middle of the bat. But that's the expectation.
Especially when they're that high. So it's a no ball. The only way you can get out in a no ball is run out. And that's what they're about to see. Southey very aware, picks up, throws. And Australia on a dead ball lose a wicket.
There's another full toss, and has it hit the gap? I think it has. The fieldsman will get there. It'll save a couple of runs. They'll just come back for 2. 142 now, Australia. Is it going to be enough? I think they've got something on the board if everything goes right, Heels. If they can start to find their mark with the ball. For me, of late, that's been their Achilles heel. They haven't been able to pepper that Yorker. Get the change up of pace right. And the Kiwis have latched onto some sluggish bowling and at times sluggish fielding. That's nicely squirted through the offside. Again, picking out the man in the deep. They'll come back on the throw and win the race.
It's definitely protectable. 144 on the board already, 2 balls to go, so they have to bowl, they have to feel well, create some specialty. But of course, if McCullum and Guptill get away, nothing's protectable. So early wickets will be key.
Should be 2 balls remaining in this Australian innings. There's a little bit of a length there, and as soon as you get the right length, you can get under them. And almost finding the gap as he would have liked, Hopes. Still, it's 2 runs to the total. Handy runs at this stage. 150 will be hard to chase down.
As Mark Nicholas mentioned, maybe Brad Haddin overplayed the pass score of 160. 150 takes some work, that is for sure. But Australia, they can't have their expensive patches like they have had in the one-day series. It's fantastic. We've got a contest right to the end of this summer.
Southey will finish it off. And another low full toss. This time, it'll be 4. Superb finish for the Australians. And finally, James Hopes was able to get one into the gap. 16 not out for him. Peter Siddle stranded at the other end on 1. At the 20 overs up, 7 for 150, the Aussies.
One final chapter in 9 summer of cricket awaits us. The KFC 2020 International tells us that the Black Caps need 151 to beat Australia tonight. What a start that is. Peter Siddle, what a gem of a delivery to Brendon McCullum. We're ready up in the commentary box, and they're waiting for us. Ian Healy, Adam Gilchrist and Michael Slater.
Thanks, Nico. Yeah, terrific delivery from Peter Siddle. It was the leg cutter to start with. McCullum didn't know what was going on. Yeah, and as Mark Nicholas just said, what an extraordinary summer we have had. 08-09 goes down as some of the most riveting cricket we've seen for a long time, and it all finishes this evening. Australia are off to South Africa tomorrow. I think they're on a 9:30 flight, so cricket continues for them. But there's 20 overs in the field, and it's there for the taking.
Both these batsmen will take it if they're given the opportunity. We've seen Peter Siddle nip one away from Brendon McCullum, then deck one in. So there's plenty there while the ball's new. And Guptill and McCullum are their two biggest weapons batting when the ball's doing its most. So it's danger time for New Zealand, but Australia also know they need a breakthrough or this match could be gone as well.
That runs away. That's trouble for Australia. It's leg buys. But it's only 4 runs to the total. In McCullum, I want to see the back of him early on because he averages, I think, 24 and a half in 2020 cricket. He's the second highest run scorer in 2020 internationals. But he's one of those guys that when he gets going, he's very hard to stop. Goes at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Oh, big shout. It's got to be given. It is. That was plumb.
Well, they would have been keen to see the end of this man, Martin Guptill. He picked up 64 off 34 balls in the 50-over version. Well, it was a 2020 reduced match, but tonight he's gone. He's gone for 0. Second ball, LBW to Siddle.
Here he is. He's steaming in.
Well, if anyone's going to extract anything from this wicket, it is this man here, Peter Siddle. He bustles in, aggressive. Some leg buys early in the over, but he was right on target with his 4th delivery. He really bangs that ball into the turf. Sideways movement, he'll find it.
Oh, there's another wide one down the leg side. He's got something going on with his action. Otherwise, he's not getting right. He's losing down the leg side. The first ball was a leg cut. I'm not sure he meant it. So it's just the way the ball is sort of releasing out of the hand.
Looks like he's pushing really hard for pace. The seam's great, but line terrible. Maybe peg it back a little bit in the quest for greater control, but he is busting for a wicket. Another one.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. McCullum so strong through there, and he'll get the boundary for it. It's a big over. They might have lost a wicket, but it's 11 runs from it. That one straight in the air. Leading edge, leading edge. Who wants it? Who wants it? Haddin. The skipper says it's mine and swallows it. Confusion there for a moment, but the man with the gloves will always win, Gilly.
Always big gloves. Confusion. Siddle thought he was going to take a hanger, AFL style. Fantastic pressure, good build-up. Fulton out for 1. It's New Zealand 2 for 12.
To that length he obtained the wicket with was the length that Martin Guptill was finding easy in Brisbane. So the adjustments you have to make between wickets. Guptill was putting this away to the leg side boundary, but tonight it might be more difficult to play across the line, especially if you're going to play with a straight bat, a vertical bat, rather than the pull shot or the flip hook.
Just not quite coming on like at the Gabba Hills. Just holding up in the wicket, and it then in turn makes you through the shot. So you're hitting the ball a bit earlier than what you wanted off the leading edge, straight up in the air.
Here's another one, just straight down the leg side. So again, we see Sparley very straight at times, but if he loses it, it's going leg stump. Certainly nothing wrong with the pace of Siddle. This will be the last delivery of the over. 2 for 10. It's an important partnership, this one. McCullum needs someone to be a little secure and stay out there for the next 5 overs or so. It's Broome that's got that responsibility now. Oh, what a delivery. What a delivery from Siddle. 2 for 15, Australia. Good fielding, only the singles. Singles will still build the pressure and help Australia out.
Different tactics from Brad Haddin, the Australian captain of the day. He's bowling his bowlers in longer spells. Siddle into his 3rd over. He's only got 4 to play with, so Dan Vettori was chopping and changing 1 over spells. It's like Haddin just wants to keep building this pressure, pushing this run rate up. It's nearly 8.5 an over required. Strike early, Brad Haddin feels.
2 slips in place. And this will run fine to third man. It'll be 4. Not where he wanted it to go. Broome was really trying to work that to the onside. Doesn't matter in this form, they'll take him.
There's only 3 men to where Broome is trying to hit this, so the shot's valid. He's walked across his stumps and he's trying to find the gaps, but he finds another one. Unsuspecting gap at third man over second slip, which has just been put in there.
It's better from Broome. His feet going in a... Well, there's a solid base there.
Well, he's got to go. He's got to go. And I hope they go from the other end of McCullum. They've got to get some pressure off McCullum. Let him get into his innings, because he can explode and hit 80 off 11 overs himself. So they've got to get him into a good frame of mind and not get bogged down at the other end.
Yeah, can't fall too far behind this run rate. 8.32 required. There's been a bit of rain around. A bit difficult for the bowlers to stand up, but let's all remember it was all even after the one-dayers. It all comes down to this 2020, the unofficial title decider. Bragging rights.
Some good pace here from Siddle. You can just see by the way the batsmen are jumping. Might be slowing up a little bit off the pitch, but he's got them jumping. You talk of pressure with McCullum. He probably feels it every time he bats for the Black Cap Seals, because he knows that at the top of the order there's so much relying on him, and he is the real aggressor. So he's probably used to that pressure, but still, the fact that they've got off to a fairly sluggish start, it does amp up on that individual. That's a good pull shot. That'll be 4 all the way. Broome looking in pretty good nick this evening.
That is an excellent shot. We've seen them jumping. We've talked about the batsman jumping at the pace of Siddle. This time he stands and delivers. There's only 3 men we've talked about, so there's heaps of space there. He uses that to perfection. And every one of these sees less pressure on Brendon McCullum, their legend.
Inside edge, I'd say, and running down past leg stump. So muffled appeal. 5 overs completed. 2 for 27.
Brendon McCullum on strike. We're still waiting for him to tee off in the way that his reputation suggests he will. He is the match winner.
So far, the best we've seen of Brendon McCullum is after a slowish sort of start. And again, he's done that tonight. He's hit 1 boundary in his 9. He's faced 13 deliveries. He looks to me like the sort of player who doesn't necessarily go right from the first ball, but when he gets his eye in, he is dangerous and can hit the boundaries.
Just like that. 6. That cannot be true. Is that a 6? He has hit that dead flat and barely 15 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's delivered out of the barrel of a rifle. Could not have hit this cricket ball any cleaner. And that's over extra cover, and that is 6. Oh, I reckon it is. Maybe they'll have to slow it up and have a look and see if it just touched the ground. Extraordinary. No, I don't reckon it is. I reckon it's 4.
Well, the 6 has been signalled, so that replay may change their mind. We may just have to go back in time here, because we do see with that second replay the ball pitches a fraction before that boundary marker. There. Still an incredible stroke.
If it's an outfield catch, Nico, you're not happy going. So I think you're right. I think that's 4, but I'm not sure they can do anything about it now.
Oh, that's 4 more. Ferocious thrash from Neil Broome. I'm not going to tell this to Ben Hilfenhaus, but they all count tonight.
Brad Haddin gave it everything, didn't he? He gave that everything behind. Just watch the keeper go here. Good, healthy edge. There goes Haddin. Oh, just can't get there. 4.
Truly is not how, but how many. Great athleticism from Haddin. And that's a good little push, a sort of a front foot cut stroke, and earns him 4. Would you believe that? Didn't look as if Neil Broome had got anything of it. This is a very good over now for the Black Caps, right back in the hunt.
It just shows it doesn't take much to get you back into the hunt. Some quiet overs and some real pressure exerted by the Australian team, and suddenly 1 over of freedom, a 6 and 2 4s, and now they're right back, probably on top.
Go fetch that. Neil Broome has played one out of Martin Guptill's book. Guptill was brilliant the other night. Broome's matching him here at the Sydney Cricket Ground.
Terrific shot there. Just gave himself some room, moved to the leg side, turned it into a half volley. Oof, race to the boundary.
So you're out there in a 2020 game with Steve Waugh. Let me guess, you'll be having a slip-in.
There'll be one there for 20 overs, namely me. There's going to be a couple of cricketers. Nathan Bracken there is going to play. David Warner, I believe, is going to play. Shannon Noel, Anthony Mundine, Glenn McGrath. There's going to be Michael Slater. We've conned him into playing as well. Phil Waugh, no relation to Steve Waugh, but not a bad rugby player. They're all going to play. It'll be a lot of fun. All money raised. I think it's about $20 a seat for adults and 10 for kids. And all the money that's raised is going to that Victorian bushfire appeal, which has been ongoing probably pretty well since the, I suppose, since the Adelaide one-day game, when cricket started to get behind the Victorian bushfires appeal. And Cricket Australia and the Commonwealth Bank kicked that off. And now New South Wales Cricket and the SCG Trust are going to add to that. It's already, I think that's already over about 20 million, that appeal alone. So those funds will just tack onto that. So that'll be a terrific fun day. So all Sydney siders out there, come along, have some fun.
Oh, it's 4th. Not where Broome meant it. He's tried the late cut on a number of occasions. That was an under edge. Now all of a sudden the par score is threatened. There is talk of big rain nearby. Par score 63. Presently New Zealand 2 for 61 with 2 balls of the over left. They have to be ahead of that par score, then they win the game, because you only need 5 overs of the innings to have been completed. Well, we're in the 9th. Therefore, we have a result in this match, come what may. We can't have the situation we had the other night at the Gabba. New Zealand need a couple to get to that par score. And that's a great stop. How big is that stop? Not that it's going to rain right now. Adam Voges, brilliant.
The other thing that will change the par score is if Australia can pick up another wicket. Good piece of fielding like that puts the pressure back on the batting side.
The par score moves to 71 at the end of this over. There's a couple of them. Very good placement, touching that stroke. Nice soft hands, picking the area and knowing there's 2 in it, however quick David Warner may be, and he is quick.
Yeah, tough job for Dave Warner. He's out at deep mid-wicket. Probably the longest boundary on the ground at the moment. Reverse sweep there from McCullum. Yeah, David Warner is in front of the members stand. Not easy to get the distance right. How far you need to be in off that boundary for the catch. Save the 2, but also save a boundary. Not easy to get that right.
His ears are ringing too. Maybe skipper just gave him a sting because the throw landed right at his feet, which for a wicketkeeper is a nightmare.
Another good stop. 1 or 2 sprawling saves by the Australians are serving them well here. Brad Haddin's got a lot of energy. Plenty of buzz out in the middle. Defending 150 made by the Australians. Haddin chose to bat first tonight. Nice bit of spin. And the ball not really coming onto the bat. So you've just got to wait your moment if you're trying to really attack the spin bowler. That's a very good start by Hussey. He's gone for just 5. It's 2 for 66. McCullum just gives it a wipe. That's most unusual.
David Hussey, so good so often. Usually in around the ring in backward point area, but boundary riding down in that all-important long-on position. He's there because he is so good, but just took his eye off the ball there. A little fumble allowed McCullum to come back for the second.
It's good, very good. No doubt that McCullum has deliberately spent a bit of time over this, trying to really get a rhythm, trying to feel the bat on the ball, and he's got it in him to win the game.
Not the worst ball you're ever going to bowl there, just a fraction of width in hopes, but McCullum good enough to squirt it powerfully away to the fence.
And similar width disappears over the leg side, so now McCullum's in. He's buzzing as well as this atmosphere around the SCG. 78 from 57, close to the pass score. It's tied up once again.
We've got Nathan Bracken mic'd up down in the outfield. Has to be out, doesn't it? It's not easy, this. Oh, nice. Callum Ferguson, what a cool head on young shoulders. Awful lot of people with their hearts in their mouths for him there. Neil Broom is the man that has to go.
Well, he went hard, Neil Broom. 36 from 26 his innings, fantastic stuff. But geez, intention was carried through that shot. There is a big breeze here that would have swirled everywhere. Ferguson made it look easy.
And still McCullum, oh dear. Well, McCullum didn't find the gap, but he did find the boundary. Imperative that he did. Adam Voges, the fielder.
Well, Hussey's got spin on the first delivery, out of the hand. Then McCullum swaps it around. He gets some top spin on that. Oh, and there's no chance in the slippery outfield of the SCG for Voges. Great stroke play. Unfortunate fielding.
Now a reverse sweep this time from Elliott. Voges will do the fielding and he'll get there. And they'll pick up 3.
As much as anything, that's the bats they use these days, Slats. That reverse sweep, and he didn't get much on it. Overthrows now. And it turns it into a 4. But you're dealing with a real sort of chunk, wasn't it? There was nothing clean about the stroke, but it almost got to the fence.
Yeah, amazing. Look, the orthodox stuff's not working for Elliott at the moment, so he goes a little bit unorthodox, gets it away. Brilliant fielding on the rope, but then they give away 4.
And now out to David Warner. He'll clean up. Just a single. Well, the run rate's up to 10.7 runs per over. All the throws now are going to be put under pressure. Australia have to be good now. All the fieldsmen in the deep have got to hunt down the 2s and dive and throw themselves around. Stop those boundaries. 4.3 overs left. Glove. Short of Voges. Just a single.
McCullum thought the reverse sweep was on. I saw my mate do it. I'm going as well. But we know at this stage of a 2020, 1 over can change everything. If New Zealand can get 1 over of 15 to 17 off it, Not easy to do, but it'll swing it back in their favour.
Good bowling from Dave Hussey. Fired that one in. You saw Elliott coming down the pitch at him. So Dave Hussey's got one delivery left in his 4 overs. None for 22 so far. It's been a superb spell. Fires in. They should get 2 hit. Bracken will do the fielding, but there's 2 more. That's a good spell, though, from Hussey. 24 from his 4. 3 for 106. James hopes. Lovely. Lovely. That's what they needed. A boundary off the first ball. Now can they build on that?
Gee, that's a talented cricket shot. You play on the fact that the ball's going to be full at this stage of the game. You know fine legs up. And this is just massaged around. Mind you, it was fuller than Hopes really wanted it to be. But still, that takes a lot of skill and some courage as well with the ball coming straight at you.
And there'll be memories for Hopes of the Gabba the other evening where he got a touch-up in his final over. It was just before the rain intervened, but Hopes went the journey the other night. And he'd just be nervous. He wants to do a job here for his skipper. Brad Haddin it is with the opportunity tonight. And a win would be nice. Might be the only chance he gets to captain Australia. 1 game, 1 win. That looks good in the stats.
Well, we're particularly in home ground too. He would absolutely love to walk off the ground as a winner. I'm sure all players would say that, but particularly in your first game as captain, it'd be great to do it. Oh, that's beautifully hit. Straight back over the bowler's head and into the sight screen.
This could be the over. This could be it. Australia will be nervous. McCullum, he's a danger man. He hasn't had much of the strike, but when he goes, look out.
Well, we talked about the bats in modern cricket. This is a club in the hands of McCullum, and that is monstrous. Straight down the ground, right over the umpire's hat. 6 runs.
He got a fine. That'll be 4 more, and that'll be 50 for McCullum. He's on the move. He now has 4 fours, 2 sixes, another half-century to his name.
It can change so quickly. 2020 cricket, the required run rate, yes, it does become stressful when it gets over 10. But it's not so surprising when you see a team get back into the game through 1 over. This over is huge. How do you play that shot?
They've reefed it down, Slats, from 11.5 required to 9 in 1 over.
Tries again. Successful again. Almost 6. 1 bounce over the rope. We've now got 19 from this over. We've got a ball to go.
Well, this is fantastic batting. It really is. You're picking the bowler, you're picking the field, and you're exploiting it. And that is not a bad delivery. That's taken from outside off stump and 1 bounce for 4.
He's got it fine. Probably only a single though. Slips. Yep. Just the 5 from that over. Good one for Australia. 3 for 1, 3-1. He's hit that well. Well enough. Not well enough. Hello. What's he done? Yes! Yes, he got it. That's outstanding. Now the umpires are going to confirm. They're not sure if this is out yet. They're not sure whether it's out. He's caught it, tossed it up, ran out, and then run back in. Now let's have a look here. He's caught it. It's not on the rope. He's going to go out. He tosses it up, then goes out. Does he get back in?
He trips there.
He gets in. I reckon that's out. That's brilliant. Adam Voges, the second last over of the summer, takes a ripper.
Oh, mate, that's not brilliant. That's extraordinary.
He's a genius.
Never seen anything like that in my life. Paul Rifle, just a smile from your pistol. You haven't seen anything like this either. He's gone here. That's 6. And he realises it. And suddenly, right, I've got to throw it in the air, but I can't throw it too far away.
Oh, look, he could have thrown a somersault in there too. That is brilliant, Voges. We were going to see it at some stage. There it is. That is unbelievable.
That's well bowled. It'll just be a single now to Warner.
We saw the deep breath for Hilfenhaus. Do you think he wasn't relieved? He could have been hit for 6 that first cherry, and that you have to say Black Caps were going to have a huge advantage, but he just has pulled out something absolutely brilliant.
The fact that he stood on the boundary rope made it even better, didn't it? Then he tripped a bit and he had to dive, and yeah, should tip your cap too. The crowd loved it. There were people behind there. You could see they were looking the whole time. They weren't sure what was going on, whether that was 4, 6, out or what. Brilliant. So James Franklin faces his first ball. He's got to get on with it straight away. It's a short ball. It's a brave delivery. Oh, called wide. Must have been above the head height. It's a big call. That's an extra run. And Hilfenhaus has got to re-bowl that delivery.
I think it's probably a good call. The square leg umpire was happy that it had gone over head height, and it had. So that is a wide. We saw one in the Australian innings, and that's exactly the same.
He did this the other night too. He doesn't mind the short one at this stage of the game. Better option there though.
Ben Hilfenhaus, he hasn't just missed the stumps with that throw, he's missed the pitch. That's how wide that was.
It's frantic out there. Everyone is on their toes. He's thrown a wide. He nearly threw a 4 then.
It's all right from an Australian point of view. We'll take singles at this stage. The equation is now 16 to win, 8 balls remaining, so that's 14. Australia need to keep New Zealand to 14 to win the match.
It's been an enormous performance. The last 8, 9, 10 balls from Australia. Bracken's over was fantastic. This is a good over so far.
Sliced away. That won't be a boundary. They should get 2 though. Come back. Well, that's 14 to win. And the pressure's going to fall right on Nathan Bracken's last over.
They had 20 to get from the best part of 3 overs with 7 wickets in hand, New Zealand. You should win from there. What it took was an outstanding performance from someone wearing the yellow and grey. It was the amazing catch of Voges and the bowling of Bracken, and now Hilfenhaus.
Oh, a dot ball to finish. What an over from Hilfenhaus. Just what Australia needed. So 14 to win off the last over. It's going to be bowled by Nathan Bracken. Oh, good slow ball. They're running. That'll be out. Brad Haddin hits. And he's got James Franklin. Good start from Bracken. Slower ball. Elliott was looking to hit the boundary. Couldn't get bat on ball. Haddin does the rest by hitting the stumps.
I reckon this doesn't mean much to the skipper. He's got the ball into the stumps. That's the end of Franklin. And then he's jumped over them nearly. It's just a sign of how much this means to the Australian captain. He mightn't get too many goes at being Australian captain. And there we are.
He's out of control, Brad Haddin. Did you see that one? It was the slow ball, the left arm orthodox. It gripped, bounced. It's a major purchase, and then Haddin cleaned it up beautifully.
I reckon we're going to see a few more deliveries like that. Look at this turn and bounce, as you said. That's almost possible to hit that.
And picked by the skipper too, the keeper. And he came charging forward to take it on the full. That's a wonderful piece of cricket from Brad Haddin.
Well, it's a great start from Nathan Bracken. No runs, got a wicket. Big slower ball. Are we going to see a few more of those, Nathan, in the next 5?
If they all turn and bounce like that, definitely. I think we'll see another 5 of them. It was good to get rid of the
with the new Daniel Vettori, mate.
It was good to get rid of the left-hander, so obviously that really restricted probably what I could use for attack with, so it's been a handy little run out there.
Well, Nathan McCullum is the new man.
Does anybody know where he hits him or what? You guys got anything up there for me?
I reckon bowling the same again. Bowling that big turner. There's no way he can hit that.
Well, good luck then.
I'm not sure that taking bowling advice from Mark Taylor's what I'd be doing necessarily, Brack.
If he's listening to me, he's in real trouble. That's why I'm sitting up here.
Hey, I can always listen. I don't have to pay any attention, though.
Exactly the same as the bowlers I used to work with when I played. Right, 13 to win. 4 balls. Obviously, they need boundaries now. Got the right man on strike, Elliott. Third man's up inside the circle. Big swing, that's close. Tough to give, though. Really tough to give. He's a long way back, but with the amount that ball's turning and the angle as well, very tough to give that.
Geez, bowling well, Nathan Bracken. What a handy bowler to have at the death. The angle, going to miss off stump, so 12 from 3 here. You'd think that the work has been done here. Nathan Bracken securing victory for the Australians, or 12 from 3. 2 sixes could do it.
Because you'll eat those words if he hits this over the fence, won't you, Mick?
Surely not.
Oh, slower ball. And Brad Haddin doesn't throw it at the stumps.
They've defended brilliantly, this Australian team. They looked in all sorts of trouble with the big 17th over going for 20. Since then, they have got it exactly right with some terrific bowling, some very good captaincy, and some wonderful outfielding.
3.4 overs, 1 maiden, no wicket for 6. That is extraordinary. You're meant to get carted as a bowler in this form of the game.
Well, this needs to hit the boundary at least. Here we go. It's hit it well enough. That'll be a 4. That's a 4. It's unfortunately still not enough for the Kiwis, who need... Unfortunately, they still need 8 more to win from the last ball. So provided it's not a no ball or a wide, Australia will win the match. Nathan Bracken, quite rightfully, will be the player of the match for the spell of bowling that Michael Slater just talked about. It's into his, well, he's nearly finished his 4th over. 1 maiden, none for 10. No wickets, but only 10 runs in 4 overs in a 2020 match is outstanding. It's up in the air. It's going to go. It's all the way. And they're going to lose by a run in the end. They're going to end up a run short with a 4 and a 6 to finish.
Yes, boys.
They finish a run short, 5 for 149. Can you believe that?
Boy, is that a snapshot of the summer we've had or what? It's quite extraordinary. We have not had a game where your heart's been able to relax at any stage. And that means Australia wins by 1 run. 10 from the last 2 balls. Hats off to this New Zealand team who have played amazing cricket. But Brad Haddin's a happy man, and his Australian team's won by the barest margin.
Yeah, well done to the Australians, and well done to the Black Caps. They went right down to the wire, competing to the very end, as we've seen from South Africa as well this summer. It's been incredible entertainment tonight. And Brad Haddin, 1 from 1.
Oh, what a great summer of cricket we have had. And as James Brayshaw just said, what a great way to finish it off. A 4 and a 6 from the bat of Nathan McCullum to finish off the season, which sees the Kiwis fall agonisingly close, 1 run short. Well, we hope you've enjoyed not just tonight, but the entire summer of cricket. It's been a wonderful summer. It's been very competitive, and it ends on a great note here at the SCG. We thank you for watching, not just tonight, but throughout the summer. But it's bye for now.